Hello and welcome to FHC Slam. I'm your host, Robe. And as we hit the halfway point between Session 3 and FHC Revolutions, the anticipation is heating up as we're preparing for a major matchup between FHC champion Loke and the challenger Darth Wump. We've seen these two address each other in the last couple of weeks. Loke, of course, issuing the challenge himself for another title match at Revolutions, inviting Whump to try and take the title away once again. The confident champion showing he is not afraid of anything. And with that in mind, we go straight to the ring for an announcement from Darth Wump. You know something, Loke? I know exactly what you're doing. You spend more than 3 minutes flapping your gums like you're running for office, and then you give me the ultimate gift. You tell me I'm able to choose the stipulation of our match at Revolutions. But why would you give me anything like this? Out of the goodness of your heart? Out of some type of familial love that you have? It's mind games. That's what you're doing. You're messing with me. You're saying I can choose because you're confident enough that you'll beat me in any match. Is that it? You're a cocky cocker, aren't you? And I gotta tell you, I don't like that this is the new Loke, throwing down challenges like they're 10-cent Donruss common cards. You keep doing this, and you're gonna get laid out. Maybe not by me, but you're gonna get it one of these days from someone who's had enough of your crap. I appreciate that you're trying to get me the shot, because we always know, between you and me, the best advice, take the shot, and I do appreciate that. But if that's the way it's gonna go down, if that's the way you're gonna issue these things, then I don't want any part of it. FHC title or not. I don't want you to be a dick.
Surprise, motherfucker!
Will you ever just accept something without bitching and moaning about it? Good God, man. Don't you realize I'm doing you a favor? There's a blank check sitting right in front of you. And all you have to do is take the shot. I've been thinking a lot about us. We go way back. We used to fight over G.I. Joes and Masked Crusaders. We befriended Freds at Targets. We might have never had $500 glasses, asshole, but we sure as hell made fun of Johnny Cage in his stupid Mortal Kombat movie. We've shared more memories than you and I could have ever dreamed of. But I realized something happened along the way. While I was busy winning, you got busy whining. And while I was busy defending titles, you were busy worrying about the Kevs and the Niars and the neighborhood rules. Well, Bangkok rules say you need to step up or shut up. You stand there and you condemn me for throwing out challenges. Well, guess what? That's what real champs do. You think I'm too confident? You're right, Whump, man. I am too confident. But I didn't get here by complaining and lamenting and cursing and denouncing. I got here by taking my shot and hitting the target every single time. You know it. I know it. The fans know it. You know who's better than you? Me. You know who's prettier than you? Me. You know who's stronger than you? Me. You know who's a better champ than you? Me. And you know who's the weakest Whump out there? You. You're so busy droning on about nothing that you forgot there's something right in front of your face. I opened the door for you. I invited you in. I got you a drink. I set the scope. And all you need to do is one thing. One thing, Whump. Take the shot.
That is a hell of a thing for you to say to me. You know what? I've graduated from the G.I. Joes, the Masks, the Transformers. Hell, I'm even past He-Man, Hot Wheels, and GoBots. I'm so far ahead, I've left Image, Valiant, Deathmate, all in my rear view. Excalibur, I am ready. You want me to come cash my check? You want me to take the shot? Well, here's my shot. At FHC Revolutions, you, me, FHC Championship, Tony Stark match. And when I finally win the FHC title, it'll be you that I'm finally far ahead of. That's it, I'm done. Good God, man. Loke coming out with the rebuttal to Darth Wump's pandering, and Whump coming back with his own dose of craziness and answering the challenge finally. Tony Stark? Well, that can only mean one thing. Iron Man match at FHC Revolutions in a couple of weeks. Loke versus Whump for the FHC Championship. My God, it's going to be a very exciting time. Huracan, bastard. We had a hell of a match at Session 3, brothers. Tensions flared, tables cracked, and in the end, you came out the winners. A far cry from Suplex City, where Starman and I were the winners. Straight up. We may be icons in the ring, having the combined experience of 8 VWA championships. Count 'em, 8, brothers, that span all levels of the organization. That includes the Tag Team Championship for both of us, which is a pretty bold statement that we take being a tag team very, very seriously. We like bold statements. And here's another one for you. We're looking to break the tie between us and the longest reigning tag champions in the FHC. So here's what we propose. Let's do this one more time, brothers. You and us at Revolutions. We settle this once and for all. The following match is set for one fall. Making his way to the ring, being accompanied by the Frost Bastard from Buenos Aires, Argentina, El Huracan. This is probably going to be my favorite matchup of the night, as we see El Huracan and the Frost Bastard coming out, making their first appearance since Session 3, where they won their tables match against Giant Panther and Starman. And tonight, Huracan will go up against King Slender one-on-one. We saw before Suplex City when the Frost Bastard took on Slender in singles action, and how close he came in almost defeating the Legend. I'm guessing with their clout and their abilities, this match, I'm guessing, will be no different. Very excited to see Huracan and Slender go at it. And his opponent, King Slender. Slender, of course, disappointed in himself for losing to Ryu at Session 3. But he is finding it within himself to press on, to improve, and to challenge Ryu once again at Revolutions. The question is, will Ryu answer that call? And at this point, the World Warrior has really nothing to prove. He's beaten the Legend on the grandest stage, but we've never seen Ryu back down from a challenge before. We, along with the King, will await an answer. In the meantime, let's get ready for King Slender versus El Huracan. And now we're off to the races on our first match here on tonight's Slam, as we see Slender bowl over El Huracan with a big clothesline. A great way to start up the match. Oh, and Huracan trying to turn the tables with a sudden butt bomb into the corner turnbuckle. And again, the size differential between El Huracan and King Slender just definitely out there. Huracan, of course, is known for his high-flying action and aerial maneuvers. King Slender, of course, known for his patented Slender Breaker, as we've seen him put away so many competitors with that move. And Huracan, oh god, getting Slender from behind with that reverse headlock and then a huge driving Slender into the mat, driving his head into the mat. Huracan whipping him into the ropes, and now Luthes press with a couple of hits for good measure on the King. Looks like Huracan, oh, now with a huge, looks like a shoulder block. And of course, Frost Bastard is cheering on his tag partner, longtime tag partner, by the sidelines, and now a huge face buster on Slender. Huracan looking very strong here tonight. Slender up with that leg trip. But as we're recalling that match about a month and a half ago between the Frost Bastard and King Slender, I gotta say that is almost a match of the year candidate in my opinion. I mean, of course, Slender had come in quickly into the FHC along with Giant Panther and Starman, and that was one of the first singles matches that we saw out of the legend. And knowing Frost Bastard and Huracan's dominations as the best tag champions out there, we saw an amazing singles matchup between Bastard and Slender. And Bastard almost was able to conquer Slender in that match, but to no avail, Slender still won. Oh my god, and a beautiful looking moonsault cover! That beautiful looking moonsault by Huracan on Slender. Good god. And Huracan is always known for those maneuvers, but it's always good when he starts busting them out because you know that someone's going to be in trouble. Oh, and Huracan getting out of the way at the last second. Slender going to the turnbuckle. And again, a springboard from the second rope, but Slender was able to move out of the way. Oh god, and a huge flip over Fisherman's Buster by Huracan. And a cross body over the top rope, not able to hit on the legend. Now Slender in the corner quickly. Another butt bomb, but Huracan misses, and another Luthes press by Huracan. Slender looking a little dazed, and here's the pin on Slender. Slender kicking out at a 2. And now, oh god, here is that the Huracan reverse DDT on Slender. Slender looks like he could be out. 2, 3, and Huracan pulls out the win. Unbelievable, folks. I cannot believe that Huracan was able to mount an offense against the legend. But we saw the Huracan reverse DDT on Slender. That must have taken Slender out just like that. He might have landed on his head a little wrong, but hopefully there's no lasting damage. But your winner tonight, El Huracan over the legend King Slender. You know something? We see what everyone is doing out there. We see the Demonets doing their thing, trying to scramble their way back up, but it's defeat after defeat after defeat. The Empire of Pain is trying to muscle their way into things, but they couldn't cut the mustard. And hey, you know, while we're talking about mustard here, even Wes Suy and Sir William are relishing the possibility of entering the tag division. A bold move from the Bravehearts, since they're trying to catch up from being so low. But let's get to the meat of the matter. They're all trying to scramble their way to the top, which is where we are. But they won't get anywhere, because we have what it takes to defend these titles and more. And do you know why? It's because tunnel snakes rule, you dumb bastards. Now let's head to catering, Malik. I'm hungry! An interesting development here as we see Austin Stevens coming out. He's not scheduled for a match tonight, but maybe he wants to make some kind of announcement, as they do when they come out unexpectedly. But what we know that he's done well for himself lately. He eliminated several competitors at the Gladiator match at Session 3. So many that Mr. Palmer put him in a match for a major opportunity. And of course, Austin won that match on Super Flight Night a couple of weeks ago. Perhaps he's coming out here to try and cash that check, as Darth Wump would say. But then, of course, we saw him last week come out after Tyler Black defeated Wes Suy, and Austin motioned for the Pacific Championship belt. And that could only mean that Austin may be coming for Black next. If so, that would be a good matchup between these two young pups. I mean, Austin is in serious need of flexing more muscle, especially on his hot wave right now. Hey, Black, let me give you a history lesson. I was in a three-way tie for eliminating 3 guys in the gladiator match at Session 3. And then I had a match a couple of weeks ago on Super Flight Night against Damien Sandow and Nini Bakbel to determine who would get a major opportunity. And I beat them both, yeah? Well, enough of the history. Now we are in the present. And I address you, Tyler Black. I believe my opportunity is here. And that is to challenge you for the Pacific Championship. So I'm calling you out here tonight to say, put your title up on the line, because I'm here to reign as the new Pacific. Well, looks like Austin Stevens is about to get his answer as we see Pacific Champion Tyler Black coming out, making a beeline to the ring. He definitely has a purpose now. I think we can see, we could be looking at a championship match perhaps at Revolutions here, folks. Austin Stevens, you have some balls coming out here, challenging me like the way you're doing right now. But I like balls. I admire your balls. No, seriously, I am the same way. I wouldn't have gotten where I am if I didn't have the balls to come out and challenge for anything. And that's exactly what I did. And now I am Pacific Champion. I haven't been champion for long, but everyone knows how I feel. I've made it publicly known. I said I would defend the title against practically anyone. And I have done just that. And you've done the challenge. You've thrown it out there. And here's me answering. This is me living up to my word. Ring the bell. What? I guess we're doing this right now. Is this a title match? I think this could be a title match. Tyler Black is putting his Pacific Championship on the line against Austin Stevens here tonight on Slam. And okay, as we see Tyler Black living up indeed to his word, defending the title anytime, anywhere. Austin Stevens has struck gold tonight here, folks. And as we see Black in a headlock with the jawbreaker on Stevens, what's going to happen here? I mean, sure, these guys are both red hot. Black has got those consecutive wins coming, but what if he's put his foot in his mouth this time? Austin Stevens could walk away the Pacific Champion. Now with that float over swinging net breaker. Oh, and a standing senton by Black. Oh, and a second senton on Austin Stevens. Good Lord. Black is here to compete. He is here to win, but so is Austin Stevens. Oh, now backbreaker, neck breaker. That reminds me of just so many breakers. Too many breakers. And Austin just manhandling Black to the mat. Manhandling to the mat, and now suplex. Almost like a back body drop. But now Stevens into the corner turnbuckle. Black taking it. Oh, let's try again. Black going for another springboard kick, it looks like. But Stevens moving away at the last second. man, this is gonna be an interesting result here tonight, folks. Either Austin Stevens is gonna walk away Pacific champion, or Tyler Black is gonna have another consecutive win on his belt. Oh, and here we go. Oh God, single arm brainbuster there by the Pacific champion, looking as good as usual. But it looks like Austin is even trying to hold his own here against Black. Oh, and another float over swinging neck breaker. Of course, Black does that very well. Oh, and Austin is dazed here, but not enough to get him out for the count. Oh God! And oh, if anyone saw that, my goodness! Please, guys, this is a family-friendly show, isn't it? Wait, it's not? Oh, okay, well, whatever. Austin with the pin on Black, and Black counting out, kicking out at a two count. Stevens is wearing down the Pacific champion as we have never seen before. Oh, and wait, no, out of the blue, and there we go, Skywalker on Austin Stevens. And that is it, folks. Tyler Black busting out the Skywalker out of nowhere on the challenger. Tyler Black is still Pacific champion. Tyler is very, very confident in his abilities. Very confident that he could come out here on Slam, take the challenge, put his title on the line, and still walk away Pacific champion. He makes this look easy, folks. And Austin Stevens lamenting maybe the challenge coming out. But as we see Tyler Black celebrating, oh God, it's Butch Deloria! Butch Deloria from behind on the Pacific champion! Hey, listen, man, I gotta tell you, I was walking by Mr. Palmer's office earlier, and now that the title match between you and Loke is on officially now, I think he wanted to get the title match more hype. Not that there needs to be any more. But anyways, what I was hearing him, I think he was talking to the board, saying something about tonight's main event, a mixed tag. I think he's pitting Loke and Karen Rebel against you and someone else. But it sounds like he's gonna let you choose your partner. So who you gonna get? I don't know, man. You just told me this news. And besides, I don't know any of the ladies here. What the heck, man? Well, you better get moving, Whump. You don't want to be stuck in the main event without a partner. Go! Following match is set for one fall. Making their way to the ring, they are the FHC Tag Champions, Wally Mack, Malik Ferdenko, the Tunnel Snakes. The Tunnel Snakes have been kept out of the spotlight since Session 3, enjoying their victory. But you can't rest on your laurels, everyone knows that. Hawk and Hunt, the DeMonet brothers, appear to still be the #1 contender to the tag titles after their win against the Empire of Pain a couple of weeks ago on Slam, and no one else has stepped up to take charge. Can the Snakes continue their momentum from Session 3, even though they've taken a couple weeks rest? We'll see what happens tonight here in this matchup against Wes Suy and Sir William. And their opponents, Wes Suy, William Wallace, the Bravehearts. Now as we see Wes Suy and Sir William coming to the ring, Bravehearts ready for tag action, and we may have seen the last of them in head-to-head singles action for a bit. Sir William lost his match to FHC champion Loke a couple of weeks ago, and Wes Suy failed to obtain a shot at the Pacific Championship by losing to Tyler Black last week. But could both of these guys be ready for tag action? We'll find out tonight as they take on these tag champions Wally Mack and Malik Ferdenko. And here we have Malik Ferdenko and Wes Suy starting out the matchup. And Malik opens up with a shoulder block, shoulder thrust on the towering Wes Suy. And now a tie-up. Malik going for the offensive, and now a whip into the corner turnbuckle. But Wes Suy able to come back. Wally Mack grabbing Suy. Malik with the headbutt. And the Tunnel Snakes come out to an early lead. It's been actually interesting lately to see, as we mentioned, Wes Suy and Sir Whump seemingly trying to enter the tag division, perhaps. They've seen that with both failed opportunities in both their fight against Sonic Fire, with a huge, very well-versed double team there by the Tunnel Snakes on Wes Suy. Now that Wally Mack is in. But as Wes Suy has failed to capture the Pacific Championship or even get a title shot with Wes Suy. Oh, and a Scott Spear by Sir Whump on Wally. And of course, Sir Whump's fight between the Bravehearts and Sonic Fire, obviously a failed attempt there at being a dominant stable. We see maybe they believe the only recourse is for Wes Suy and Sir Whump to enter the tag division. Perhaps they will have better success. And now Wally Mack with a cover on Sir Whump, and Sir Whump kicking out just like that. No damage has been done yet. Oh, and now a running neck breaker on the Scotsman. Oh, and it almost looked like Wally was trying to go for his patented corkscrew cross body, but Whump beating him to the punch and trying to stop that. But so the Bravehearts are getting this opportunity as we see Wayne Wallace with that single arm suplex. We see them having the opportunity to perhaps show what they're made of in the tag division as they go against the FHC Tag Champions. Oh, and Malik going for that super springboard kick that he has put away people with, but Wallace able to get up and quickly drive that drop kick to the knee on the Tunnel Snake. But now we're gonna see these two guys go up against the tag champions, who again have had quite the break since session 3. We have not seen them compete, but we have seen them run their mouth as usual, as Tunnel Snakes do. And now we're trying to see if Malik and Wally can back up everything they say and prove that being tag champions, they can break, they can work, doesn't matter. They will take on all comers. And that's what they're trying to prove here today. Oh, and Malik with that huge thrust into the ropes. And Sir Whump. And there goes Wally Mack with that patented cross body, that corkscrew cross body. Wes Suy kind of pissed now at Wally. And could we see, oh, nope, Mack trying to get out of it by the elbows to Wes Suy. Oh, and yes, a backflip drop by Wes Suy on Wally Mack. And now Wes Suy, oh my god, there it is! The jumping DDT. Wally Mack looked like he could be out. Partners coming in for the aid, but no! Wes Suy is able to pick up the pin on Wally Mack. The Bravehearts cementing their victory over the tag champions Tunnel Snakes. We've seen this too many times here, folks. The Tunnel Snakes, of course, losing on Slam, but does that mean they'll get it together and they'll win when it counts when they're defending the tag championship? Well, I guess we'll see at Revolutions, but now Bravehearts win. You know something, Mr. Palmer? I'm glad that I have the opportunity here tonight to apologize for Session 3. I did not have any intention of getting taken out before I got to be the special guest referee in the Ladies' Championship match. You paid me for a job, and I failed. And with that, I apologize.
There's no need to apologize. We are glad that you're here in the FHC.
I paid for your services, yes, and I'm going to get them. Whoa, Mr. Palmer. You must have misread my advertisement. I only perform work on the fairer sex. I'm sure you were familiar with my work when you hired me. Yes, I was, and that's why you will continue your work here, but not for me. The job you were originally supposed to do. Special guest referee for the Ladies Championship match, but this time at FHC Revolutions. Oh yes, right, of course. Of course, Mr. Palmer, I will not let you down this time. Now, if you'll excuse me, I believe I have a match. Thank you, Val. We are all very glad that you're here, helping us out in the FHC. Keep it up. Oh, yes, sir. You know, I always keep it up.
Hello, ladies.
Following match is set for one fall. Making his way to the ring, being accompanied by Tiffany Andrews from Las Vegas, Nevada, Val Venis. Wow, Tiffany Andrews with a quick change. Anyways. But now we have a highly anticipated match as we see Val Venis with Tiffany Andrews in tow. He would be going up against Starman tonight. Two highly competent, proven wrestlers. They face each other for the first time here tonight. And Val has been undefeated so far in his first 3 matches since coming to the FHC. And he's making moves quickly, securing the services of the Andrews sisters. We know they all have a past together, rumored to be during Val's racy years in Sin City. It's kind of hard to believe since I don't know of any years that were non-racy. But now, the sisters Andrews will be helping Val Venis in another way. As valets, as managers, and perhaps more. But we also know now that Mr. Palmer has re-accepted the services of Val Venis to be the special guest referee, take 2 if you will, at FHC Revolutions for the Ladies Championship match. And I guess that means we will be having a ladies title match, which we don't know yet what that will entail, but obviously Ladies Champion Morrigan will be defending her title at Revolutions. And his opponent, being accompanied by Giant Panther from Mazatlan, Mexico, Starman! Of course, being paired with Giant Panther at Session 3, Starman is coming off of his first tag loss. The Icons were handed defeat at the hands of El Huracan and the Frost Bastard in that spectacular tables match. And as for singles matches, Starman has gone 1 of 2, losing to Ryu and defeating El Huracan. And this is only his 3rd singles match, but like the others, it is against a formidable opponent. This will definitely be a good warm-up for Starman if Huracan and the Bastard accept his and Giant Panther's challenge for another match at Revolutions. Oh, and Starman quickly starting out the match with the head scissors takedown on Val Venis. As we see Giant Panther and Tiffany Andrews looking on. Starman going for the arm wrench. Oh, and then a quick elbow to Venus's face, and now a second elbow. Oh, and Starman with the strength just picking up the 6'4" Val Venis just like that. And now, Val Venis countering the belly-to-belly suplex. Ooh, and a spine buster. Val Venis with the spine buster. This is going to be, I think, a pretty good matchup here, folks. The caliber of play here between Val Venis and Starman is just kind of amazing. It's almost one of those dream matches that you not really expecting that you wanted to see in the first place. But you know what? They're here, and that's what we're seeing right now. Oh, and Starman with that super kick to Val Venis's face. Goodness. And it's interesting that since coming to the FHC, Panther and Starman, obviously they're the icons here in the FHC, but Again, they were unbeatable in the tag division. However, singles matches, that's another story. I'm frankly kind of surprised at that Panther and Starman's singles records haven't gotten any better. So we see another spinebuster by Val Venis. And it's just like, I don't know what it is. Could they be really kind of showing their age now? Or, in fact, they might be that good of a tag team that shows that they dominate everyone else when they're working in tandem, but on their own, less coordination, less stamina, what have you. As we see Val Venis since coming here, he's been on fire, just taking down everyone he's been going up against. Oh God, Starman with that beautiful looking top rope moonsault onto Venis. And now Starman with a hard throw into the corner turnbuckle, and Venis striking back with that knee. And Panther looks like he's itching to almost get in there and fight Val Venis. That would be another spectacular match right there. Two veterans. Oh, and a stalling atomic drop. And now Val Venis with the lion tamer. Starman could be kicking out, but Panther is up on the apron trying to distract the ref. Did Starman tap out? I can't tell, but it doesn't matter. The ref did not see it. Oh, and Venis with another spinebuster pin cover. Starman kicking out of it. Goodness, I don't know Val not really a submission kind of guy, but looked like with that beautiful lion tamer. And Starman trying to get those kicks in, special kicks. And now Val Venis. Oh, here we go. Fisherman suplex bridge. 2, 3, and Starman is out. Put it away by Val Venis' Fisherman suplex. And here's your winner tonight, Val Venis, being congratulated by his latest friend, valet manager Tiffany. And there you go. Val Venis continues his victorious ways here on FHC Slam.
Hey, tough girl. Morrigan, I've had it up to here with your antics. It wasn't enough that you took the ladies' championship from me, but you have to make it so I can't get a break on another title shot. What, are you afraid of me? Do you know what I'm capable of? You know that I can beat you, and you don't want to give me that chance. Come on, give me that shot at Revolutions. I'm begging you. You know I can do this, and I know I can do this. You gotta give me that shot, and I won't ask you for another.
The following match is set for one fall. Making his way to the ring, from Fresno, California, Kev-Dawg. Last week, we saw Jacob Glens go up against PJ Brooks in what turned out to be a cluster knocker. And Glens is always one for reinserting himself into the Dragon Championship race, as is Brooks. But we may have seen the latest contender here in Kev-Dawg, who interfered in the match between Glens and Brooks last week. Kev, he's always been a contender, but we've always seen him take a back seat to other pressing matters. It's almost like his MO. And one great example is that when the FHC was formed last year, he was instrumental in getting the company up and running, and he was widely regarded as a lock to be in the inaugural championship match. But then there was the threat of the Wrecking Crew trying to steal the secret files, and Kev stepped in, turned his attention to stopping them, along with he had help from Vincent Hanna, Ryu, and G-Funk. Since then, he's competed several times, but with no real goal in mind. I mean, he loves wrestling. Yeah, I don't think he even has to have a goal. He just gets in the ring, he laces up, and that's what he enjoys. He loves the competition. He loves the energy. The man doesn't appear to need titles, and he certainly doesn't need the fame. He's already a veteran in his own right. I mean, just ask anybody. But now it seems that he might be trying to resurface and be a contender for the Dragon Championship. Either that, or he's got a serious beef with Jacob Glens. I mean, I know that Kev looked up to Glens in a different time. But now, they're competitors here in the FHC, and now, tonight, we're in for a titanic matchup as both of them use their own variation of a standing inverted pile driver. Will we get to see both of them use that special moves, that special finisher on each other tonight? We'll find out. Oh, Kev almost bowling over the referee right there with that huge going into the turnbuckle, and then of course moving out of the way at the last second. Oh, and a huge backbreaker to Jacob Glens. Glens coming around from behind, and now Kev doing the same. Oh God, all of these counters back and forth, back and forth. It's almost like I just realized it's almost like a mirror image. These two mirror images of each other wrestling each other. Glens in the black, Kev in the white. One has hair, one doesn't. They're both very big, tall guys, and they both use almost the same finisher. It's funny how that works out, but goodness, look at that. Oh God, and Glens with that patented running DDT on that huge guillotine leg drop. And Kev-Dawg. Oh, and Kev just coming up. Look at this, the height on that knee to Glens' face. I mean, Glens is what, about 7 feet tall. Kev has got to pull off a huge jump in order to get up there at that height. Now Kev going against the ropes, and that huge bomb. That huge bomb on Glens now with the cover. Glens able to kick out easily. I think both of these guys, so much energy. Oh, and a big boot. Big boot to Kev's face. Glens says no, and now Glens with a counter belly to belly. And now another cover on Kev-Dawg. It's been interesting to see the history that Kev-Dawg has with the FHC. I mean, sure, you can say both Kev and Glens have been here from the very start, but Kev, of course, was instrumental in getting the FHC up and running. Oh, and that huge tilt-a-whirl slam, which is usually reserved for Glens. Glens getting it. Oh, and now what is that? Oh, God. Jumping face buster on there. But yeah, Kev, again, the background with this organization, this company, has been huge. And now a huge clothesline. Now Glens calling for something big. We could be seeing his patented choke slam here on the big guy. Oh God, here comes the standing inverted pile driver. God! What brutality! Kev could be out there. Glens with the pin. Oh, Kev kicks out. Kev kicks out of that pile driver. Good God. I have never understood. Oh, tilt-a-whirl slam. I've never understood how anyone could kick out of that standing inverted pile driver. That'll just scramble your brains. Oh, and a spear. Huge spear on Glens. Cover 2. And Glens kicking out of that monster spear. Oh, Kev with that. God, crushing that skull. Oh, and that is it. Kev taking out Glens. Oh, and Glens is bleeding. Just Kev driving Glens' face into the mat with such force. And there you have it. Kev, that's all you needed to take out that victory. I guess Kev didn't need the inverted pile driver. But you take it to Glens' face, and you've got the winner. You've got the victory there. Hey there, this is a little awkward, but hi, I'm Whump, Darth Wump. I'm in the running for the FHC Championship, and Mr. Palmer has put me in this mixed tag match tonight against the champion Loke, and I'm supposed to pick my tag partner. I actually have to be honest, I don't know many of the ladies here. I mean, I know the ones who've been around for a while, Alexia, Heather, Tiffany, but you really stand out to me, actually. And I'm not just saying that. I mean, I've seen some old footage. I know you were a good ladies champion. I'm just looking for someone good so that we can beat them tonight. And, well, my pick, that would be you. I think you have what it takes to win. I think you have what it takes to win more than anyone else here. So, I guess, well, what do you say? Are you interested at all?
Hi, Darth Wump. I know who you are. It's a courageous thing to go for the FHC Championship when the champion is someone you've looked up to your whole life. I understand why you're making this journey, and I think it's been so great to watch you. I know this journey because I've gone through the same route. I've been down and out for a lot of my career, but I keep getting back up, dusting myself off, and I've seen firsthand the fruits of my labor. I was ladies champion, and I will make it back up to the top. Can't stop, won't stop. That's my motto. So you ask me to partner up with you tonight to take on Karen and Loke? I say let's do it.
Cool. I'll see you out there. The following match is set for one fall. Making his way to the ring, being accompanied by Jean-Philippe Van Varenberg from Los Angeles, California, Vincent Hanna. You know, usually we've been seeing Jean-Philippe Van Varenberg take the reins in matches lately when it comes to him and Vincent Hanna. But tonight, Hanna makes an appearance, as he's set to face Ryu tonight. And Hanna has taken JPVV under his wing, and we've seen the results in Van Varenberg's performances. But the LAPD man hasn't had a good match in quite a while. I mean, we saw him last before Suplex City, taking on Hanson Russell, and before that, he had losses to both King Slender at Rise and Fall and Guile at the Gauntlet. Can he use JPVV's new confidence to rise up and pull out a victory here against the former FHC champion? And his opponent, from Japan, Ryu. Now, we have yet to hear from Ryu on whether he will accept King Slender's challenge for a knockout match at Revolutions. Slender, coming off that defeat at Session 3, wants to break the tie between himself and the World Warrior, and Revolutions would seem to be the perfect arena to do just that. Though we may have seen an unofficial response from Ryu earlier tonight. After El Huracan defeated King Slender earlier, Ryu came out from the back and took it to the downed legend. And surprisingly, Huracan came to Slender's rescue. I mean, this almost kind of bodes for an El Huracan versus Ryu matchup, perhaps next week. But again, it's interesting to see that Ryu and King Slender are still kind of joined at the hip here, and I think it just kind of goes to show you the professional courtesy and just the professionalism in this relationship. I mean, King Slender, we know him to be a very honorable wrestler, an honorable man. Ryu, of course, was honorable once upon a time, but we can see the honor in the World Warrior from time to time. You can see that's his background. It's still kind of there. It's busting out. So for him to kind of come out and try to go for King Slender during a match, in an unofficial capacity, we could be seeing the beginnings of Ryu's answer right there. And as the action has spilled to the outside, Hanna driving Ryu's face into the announcer's table. JPVV coming here. Oh, Ryu trying to manhandle JPVV, but Van Varenberg kicks out at Ryu. I think the ref didn't completely see what happened there, and the ref giving JPVV a warning not to interfere in any other business here. Oh my God, I think that could have been That could have been a disqualification right there, but the ref choosing not to call it. And now Hanna and Ryu back in the ring. The ref just almost letting JPVV know his antics aren't going to be tolerated here. And now back to the matchup. Finally, Hanna with that arm wrench, and then Ryu trying to get out of it. Oh, and Hanna with that flapjack pancake, and with those quick fists and the countless counters. It's almost again like Hanna and Ryu know each other so well from their early days in the FHC when they were on the same team here. Ryu trying to go for that enziguri, Hanna stepping out of the way at the last moment. Oh, and Ryu with that counter elbow to the face. Now Van Varenberg outside. He better watch his behavior, but good thing the ref didn't banish him to backstage. And now Ryu driving his elbow into the heart. And Hanna. Oh, yes, and oh, God, Hanna with that beautiful flipping up sunset flip. Oh, and a huge slap to the World Warrior's head. That's gotta hurt. Doesn't matter how hard you are. Now Ryu with that forward slap, just wearing each other down. Now Ryu the one with the flapjack pancake on the LAPD man. Oh, and now Ryu coming back with that elbow. Now a cover, too. And Hanna barely kicks out. Oh, and Hanna's bleeding from that last elbow. Goodness, I don't know what it is about the bleeding tonight, folks. Everyone's been kind of taking some bad cuts. Oh, and Hanna with that beautiful back body drop. Oh, and Ryu with a quick pin. Oh, and Ryu surprising Hanna. Hanna was all ready, I think, to go for the LA takedown. But Ryu, somehow his stealthy maneuvers, these tips and these tricks, just with that sudden roll-up on the police detective, and Hanna can't believe it almost. Ryu here with the victory. Good God. I would be floored. I'd be peeved if I was Hanna. What a way to lose. Azethoth. We didn't get to finish our match a couple of weeks ago. We got these other guys interfering, which, is fine with me. Because they don't amount to anything. Not to you, not to me. As long as they don't get in my way of what I want, and I think you already know what that is, the Dragon Championship, I want it back. So I sweetened the pursuit a little bit by showing force last week. You even had your friend Darth Wump try to help you out, but it's not going to work. You should know that by now when you're dealing with me. Nothing's going to work. You brought this war to me when you said you wanted to stamp me out. Take away my title. Well, I've got news for you. The war is still on, and I will get my title back at Revolutions. You and me. Are you man enough to fight with me? Following match is set for one fall, making his way to the ring from San Francisco, California, Darth Wump! Now, here we go with tonight's main event. The mixed tag match will certainly be the highlight of this evening, not only because it's putting Loke and Darth Wump against each other, but also a similar notion of Rosie Fox against Karen Rebel, two very good friends. And parallels abound. We're looking at 4 solid wrestlers here in one match tonight that could have lasting repercussions. Wump coming off that big loss at Session 3. He's going to look for some momentum in the next couple of weeks leading into Revolutions. He hasn't had a match since Session 3, but everyone knows if you want to have a good performance, you need the practice, you need the competition, and that's exactly what Wump is looking for here tonight in this mixed tag match. speaking of tag matches, well, I guess it wasn't really a match, but we saw last week Darth Wump try to help Azethoth backstage in his battle against Sonic Fire, and to no avail. Darth Wump was not able to fend off Sonic Fire at all. Hopefully that will not weaken him going forward.
Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, a Mercedes kind of sentiment.
And his tag team partner from Oakland, California, Rosie Fox. And now we get to see Wump's hand-chosen partner, Rosie Fox, coming down to the ring. We haven't seen her compete since the Hello Ladies tournament, where she defeated both Brandy de Jerez and Tia to make it to the semifinals, but ultimately lost to Morrigan. She's been an FHC Ladies Champion, taking the title from, we thought, unbeatable Morrigan, but then also losing it to Dee on a couple of occasions. Well, tonight we get to see her back in action, tonight as she takes on her good friend Karen Rebel, and hopefully it'll be a very exciting matchup here tonight. And their opponents, first, from San Francisco, California, he is the FHC champion, Loke. And as we see the FHC champion Loke coming in, we've already seen earlier tonight Loke accept Wump's challenge for an Iron Man match at Revolutions. It simply cannot get any better than this, folks. I mean, we've seen these two, Loke and Darth Wump. We've seen them as a close-knit tag team. We've seen them at their hardest ways on one-on-one action against each other. Pause. We've also seen them at their bone-breakingest as well in ladder matches against each other. And now, the evolution of their relationship, the Iron Man match at FHC Revolutions, where we are certain to see multiple pinfalls, submissions, Darth Wump's knees, Loke bottoms, Bakahatsus, and Tatsumakis. It's all going to be there, and just thinking about it right now, I cannot wait for match of the year number 2 in a couple of weeks to pit Darth Wump versus Loke for the FHC Championship. You know, it's one of those things just like a couple months ago when we saw Loke, Ryu, King Slender, all of these amazing veterans go at it. Going at it, we could see the matchups for months, in my opinion. I mean, God, that for me would completely overrule any tables matches any day of the week and twice on Sundays. Let's get it in there. And his tag team partner from Oakland, California, Karen Rebel. Now, we of course saw Rosie and Karen in some tag team action earlier last year, and we thought they might form a serious team. They all had it within them. They work very well together, we know that, but it just didn't materialize. But now we get to see them here tonight as opponents, and I'm sure we'll get some great action from them as we usually do. And of course, Karen had a good outing during the Hello Ladies tournament herself, getting as far as Rosie did into the semifinals, as she took down both Christine Kendall and Nicole Sergio, only to lose to Lilith in the semifinals. And it's actually kind of interesting and maybe pretty telling to see that Karen and Rosie have that past history as friends, just as Wump and Loke do. And they are both very evenly matched. And we've been seeing some really great action tonight between Wump and Loke for a couple minutes now, and of course these two know each other so well. And now Wump going with the Luthes press, a short Thes press with those short quick punches. Oh, and now Loke almost mirroring Wump with the Thes press of his own, but just dishing out the right hands. Oh God! And now a huge roundhouse kick to Darth Wump's face. On Wump trying to get Loke outside of the ring. Is he going to do it? No. Loke able to counter. Now Loke making his way back into a ring with a phased Darth Wump. And we have yet to see the ladies get tagged in here. But, of course, I mean, this This is what the audience paid for. This is what they want to see. They want to see Darth Wump versus Loke in what appears to be an already great makings of a rematch between these two guys. And again, oh God, a huge! I don't think that was even a clothesline. Loke just dishing it out. I'm surprised Darth Wump isn't bloodied here. And now Loke with that huge bomb! That huge bomb on Darth Wump's stomach, and now cover. Karen trying to... Oh, Karen coming in, trying to protect Loke, her tag partner, by tackling Rosie off the apron. Good God, the ladies haven't even come in yet, and they're just they wanna get their chance here, showing some aggression. Poor Rosie hasn't even and gotten up there. Oh, God, Karen again with the attack on Rosie. Now Loke with a huge quick pin. Oh, and Whump with the reversal. Oh, and Loke back into the pin. Oh my goodness, here we go. Cat and mouse here, cat and mouse going back and forth. And for a second, I thought maybe Loke was gonna try to tag in Karen there for a quick thing. Karen is really itching to come in. She keeps wanting to come in. Oh, and I think she got Loke's attention. Loke comes over to tag Karen in, and now we have the ladies in here, Karen Rebel and Rosie Fox. There we go, two great friends going at it. Rosie, oh God, big slap to Karen's face. And now Rosie putting Karen in the ropes. Oh, and that huge arm drag. And at least this will give the male competitors a little time for resting here as we see Rosie coming out of the ring. But now nope, trying to get back into the ring with a dazed Karen. Oh, and here we go. Oh God, spinebuster on Karen Rebel. And you know, I hate breaking it out by genders or clothing or however you want to call it, but I'm really kind of enjoying Rosie's new outfit here. I think the pink is really becoming of her. I mean, and her hat and her nice little boots and everything. Very good choice wardrobe wise on her part. I know she was going with that orange wrestling outfit before, as she has given quite a few interviews to the network about her favorite color being orange, of course. But now we see her in a more pink attire as she goes for the cover on Karen. And Karen able to kick out at one. And now Karen gets Rosie into a headlock, and now, ooh, God, what an amazing sidekick there by Karen, showing the flexibility, but Rosie bowling her over, if you will. Oh, and could we see, Karen going for that, it almost looks like a reverse figure 4 leg lock there on the former ladies champion, very former, and there goes Karen, now tagging back in the FHC champion Loke. Of course, Rosie has to tag in her partner Whump. It has to be male on male, female on female. Oh, and a huge, oh God, spin kick by Darth Wump. I know Darth Wump in another one of his interviews kept on saying he would always practice that spin kick of his in middle school. But now, tagging in the ladies, and now having the ladies go at it again. Seriously though, Rosie and Karen, I'm calling it right now. We could be seeing Karen versus Rosie in a ladies championship match down the line, perhaps even this year. We saw both Karen and Rosie had amazing, oh God, oh Karen busting out that shoulder, that super shoulder breaker on Rosie, her finisher, the cover, 2, 3, oh my God, Karen and Loke pull it out thanks to the ladies. Karen pulling out that super shoulder breaker on Rosie Fox. That was enough to do her in. And there you go. I guess the momentum for Darth Wump going forward into Revolutions is not going to help him. And, oh man, how is this going to affect things for next week on Slam? But here are your winners tonight. Karen Rebel and FHC champion Loke. Oh my God, we're out of time.